I flew over 2,000 miles to rescue my friend HOPESCOPE from her catastrophic online dress disasters.
So bad. Also, it's shedding everywhere. You can feel every sequin through the mesh. And the corset's fake. These are just like strips of fabric. Kind of a deflated poof.
This past week was a wild ride of awe, laughter, excitement, and a few nail-biting moments with a dash of sleep deprivation. Watch closely as I transform this into this.
Oh! Do you see anything wrong with it?
You have coasters. Now I know everybody kind of needs a seamstress, but HOPESCOPE needs a seamstress. These are her curtains, okay? She loves to shop online, so of course she needs my help. She has 4 dresses that need overhauling, and the scope of project was a complete surprise to me until I arrived at her studio for her fittings.
They looked at that and said, yep, that's done. Let's ship it.
My challenge? Have the fittings, fly home, and repair or remake these dresses within 1 week. Some of them need a little, and some of them need a lot. But I won't be there for the day she unboxes them and tries them on. Will Hope be thrilled?
I'm so happy it fits!
Or will Hope be sad? Let's see. They're here. They made their trick, and time is ticking. I have until the end of the week to get these done. Let's look over them and see exactly what each one needs. We're meeting 2 objectives here with each dress, and I'm designing the changes, so I really have to do what I think she will love. Objective 1 is to make these fails look more like as advertised. Objective 2 is to push the designs, not just from what Hope purchased, but into a customized look that Hope will love because she did change her mind about some things. These dresses are hung in order of the complexity of the project. So starting with the dress on the far left, this one we have dubbed the Kylie dress. Let's go over the details of everything that Hope wants changed or upgraded about this. And then after that, I'll show you how I made the changes. Seeing as how we are miles away from Hope's studio where we had her fittings, I made a little fitting studio for us to revisit the details of the dresses. So there's all 4 in the back, just like she had them in her studio. But let's first talk about this Kylie dress. Oh, do you like my pointer? Look, I made a little HOPESCOPE-esque pointer for you. This is not a dress that she ordered that was kind of like an AI broken promise situation. This is one she was inspired by, and so she tried to find a dress that had kind of a sparkly little pattern to it, just like Kylie's. She wanted feathers on the bottom initially, and all she had were the craft feathers. So we're gonna swap those out with ostrich feathers. She decided instead of the full length, now she wants it more like a knee length dress. And the arms that were on the Kylie dress, those arm muffs, the sleeves, they're so massive. So Hope is not gonna wear that size sleeve, obviously. I mean, you would drag it through the cheese dip, would you not? So we need some sleeves that she can have cheese dip with. So we're going to be making pretty little feather drape sleeves, and they have to be comfortable. So the inside of them, I got some light purple. They kind of are this color instead of this darker purple, but I got some light purple velvet yarn from Joann's. May she rest in peace. I don't know if you heard about that, but it's final. The bankruptcy is final, and all the stores are closing. So we did go to a Joann's local to Hope, and then when I came back home, I went to another, I think 2 other Joann fabrics stores to kind of get some fabrics. Joann's never really has had that great of a selection though for finer fabrics. So a lot of the fabrics that you'll see in the video, I actually had to source online. That's how we're going to fix up this dress to be more like what Hope is envisioning today. Welcome to the cutting room. Let's start by hemming this dress. So remember, she's gonna want it about knee length when we're done. So I'm using these scissors that are not super precious, and I'm cutting the hem off just a general length to start with. And then I'm going to kind of fold it over, put the side seams together and cut it. We call this mirror cutting. So you're gonna cut it a little shorter in the front than in the back. That's going to give you this very slight high-low. Now, when you cut it like that, that's what keeps the skirt from like coming up in the back because of your bum lifting it up. So then I hemmed the edge of this, and now I'm adding the feathers. I'm sewing to the right of that ribbon. And then after I sew that down, we're going to cut the ribbon away. The ribbon was springing the knit open and making it stiff, and we just wanted the feathers on there. Now, this is our contact cement that we're going to use to kind of ombre the fullness of the feathers in. So the feathers get more and more dense as you get near the edge. We're just kind of putting them on there. This was like a day. It took a very long time, but it turned out so pretty. And then this is iridescent glitter, and we're just sprinkling that on top and kind of pouncing on that just a little bit to make sure that wherever there is some of that clear contact cement, the glitter will be there. So it'll look pretty. Of course, we had wax paper between the layers, so we did not accidentally glue the dress together. Glitter wasn't the only thing falling. Snow began to fall. It was beautiful at first, but then it turned into ice, unfortunately. And we did end up having a pretty bad power outage. So things got cold and things got dark. We did all of the hand sewing that we possibly could by the window light. And then at night, we were home in the cold. We were working by oil lamp and flashlights and candles and just doing our best. So I decided to work on the drape sleeves for the Kylie dress and work ahead on whatever hand sewing I could do for the other dresses. But we were in a pinch for sure. Hand sewing is so much more time consuming. All in all, we lost about a day, maybe a day and a half worth of work. Even Smokey got a little depressed. I think he could feel the pressure from us. But finally, the electric department called and said, yes, we can throw our main breaker back on. There was no more risk of fire. Yay! And we were back in business. Oh, aren't these just lovely? Now to make up for lost time, because remember, we already had a time crunch and now we lost all this time. So here we go. We're going to be pulling some all-nighters. Oh, there's the inside of those sleeves. So soft. I hope Hope loves them. But yeah, we're not going to get much sleep for the rest of the night, and we're going to push it pedal to the metal. We even stayed up one night till 5 a.m. working on these dresses. Let's go. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of the Kylie dress? Hit that like button if you really, really like this transformation. There's those lovely drape sleeves, and the feathers are just light as a feather. So much lighter than those craft feathers, and they just float in the air. It's so beautiful. We need to compare it to how it looked before and look at them now. I think Hope made great decisions. Do you feel like she did? What would you have done differently? And I love that little springy bottom to the skirt. So cute. Did you see those little arches at the bottom? They're like little gussets kind of at the bottom, and that allows it to flare out a little bit. I love all the colors in it. The fabric is just gorgeous, and I really do hope she does do a photo shoot in this dress as well. These are some of my favorite drape sleeves that we've ever made. My assistant, she gets to claim all the accolades for how beautiful they turned out. I just did that little crochet for the base, and she did all the rest of the design work on that. Just incredible. I cannot wait to hurry up and get working on these other 3 dresses. We have so far to go. Now this dress, the white sparkly beach dress, this is truly the not as advertised situation. So this one, Hope actually does want the dress to look pretty similar to what was promised. Over here, she definitely wanted some modesty work. So this whole extra side panel on the side, she wants to have that covered in lace as well. There were so many disappointments about this dress. Of course, the coasters that we were joking about. But if you can see here, the dress that was promised actually has lace going up the side of that solid panel before it transitions into the illusion panel. And of course, her dress didn't have any of that. And then also, this is so sad and bothered me so much, honestly, in the fitting room. It's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. In the dress that was promised, the strap comes out of the top of that peak. See the peak of the neckline? The strap comes out of that. And on the dress that they sent, it is misaligned from that piece of, it's supposed to look like a boning channel. It's not. This was very inadequately boned, but this does not go straight up into the strap. It's kind of offset. So we're definitely going to correct that angle as well. We're going to get her some more skin tone matching push-up cups, and she also wants this lined. So we're going to do a skin tone mesh. It's just way too sheer. And then we're going to add the lace that they have along the edge here. We're going to add plenty of lace into the side panel. So we're really going to zhuzh it up. The final thing that we're going to do is she wants more flare at the bottom of her skirt. And this one just really fell flat. So we're gonna add some horsehair braid in the bottom of that. It's really gonna come a long way. And she did tell me that she wants to someday be able to go to a beach, just like it was pictured with this dress, and have her pictures taken on the beach. Oh, and I forgot to mention the straps. Oh my goodness, they were so bad. The ones on the right were the originals, so they have the little sliders. We gave her sparkly straps. I'm excited about those. All right, let's look at the grand reveal. Here's how she turned out. You tell me, what do you think? If you haven't hit the like button yet, definitely hit it. If you have hit the like button, thank you so much. It really does actually help us. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button too as well. I hope you're enjoying this journey. We do lots of fun videos like this where we fix scam dresses. We even do fun shopping hauls for sewing supplies and notions and gadgets. There's lots of fun things going on around here. I have a whole library that gets into the nitty-gritty of all of these sewing techniques. So if you see one of these more entertaining videos and you're like, how did she do that? Well, it's all in this channel. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't lose track of me. Things are getting very serious now. So as you remember, we had 4 dresses to do. We've only completed 2. A couple things happened. We had the power outage, which really slowed us down. Even though we didn't stop sewing, we were just sewing a lot more slowly because of the hand sewing. The other thing is the projects really required a lot more than we expected. We knew it needed a lot, but we just could not cut corners on this project. And so, we had to do what we had to do. So here we are at our 3rd dress, and remember, each dress gets increasingly complex. So we know this is going to take a long time, and we're just diving right in. This purchase was one that Hope made that we really suspect the original picture was an AI rendering. And the neckline, of course, is a major problem that we're going to have to fix. So instead of having those peaks there toward the center front of the neckline, we're going to move those and make it more like a cat eye neckline. They're very popular right now. We're also going to really upgrade the lace, and we're going to make the lace kind of trickle down a little bit. So we're going to revisit my beautiful little box here that has all kinds of high quality French lace and finer laces in there. They're very embellished, very lovely. So we're going to add those, and we do that on the dress form. So we're going to be draping them, looking to see how they look. Really just going for vibes here. So nothing scientific going on. We're just looking at it and being like, yeah, that's beautiful, or that looks awful. So that's what we do on the dress form. And again, so the lace not only needs to be really embellishing the top, but she wants it to trickle down into the dress. And the skirt of the dress, instead of having that harsh rainbow look, Hope wanted some more body and flounce and energy in that skirt. So we're adding some pickups in there, and at each of the pickups, we're going to be adding a little bit of lace there to embellish them as well. We're going to be putting lots of boning in this dress to give additional support. I don't know if you remember, but it had kind of this crunchy, a slinky kind of thing going on for the bodice. So we're going to beef that up a little bit for her. And then also, this dress had an issue. In the fashion industry, we call them coffin clothes. And quite a few of these dresses actually did have that issue. That is where they put all the design emphasis and energy into the front of the dress. And then when you look at the back of the dress, it's just this big, plain disappointment. As you can imagine, the name coffin clothes comes from the idea that you would look great if you were in a coffin. If nobody was looking at the back of your dress, you would be just fine. But as you know, this is not going to be worn in a coffin. People are going to have a 360-degree view of Hope in this dress. So we are going to add some extra embellishment to the back of the dress as well. So let's see the end of this project. Let me know again in the comments. It's okay if you leave multiple comments. You can leave comments all along the way. Let me know what you think about this dress, how far it's come. Let me know if you think Hope is going to love it. I really hope she does. And I can't wait to see them on her. Guys, when I'm recording and editing this video, I'm still in the dark. Okay, I have not seen Hope try these dresses on, so I'm just as much in the dark as you. So if you're coming from her video, you know more now than what I know right now at the time of recording. So I have no idea how this is all going to pan out. I hope they still fit. When you make this many changes to dresses, sometimes the stretch is different, and so they don't fit as well. So I'm just not sure how it's going to turn out. It's ship time. What does failure mean? When I was a kid, I was always told, as long as you do your best, that's not failure. But when you're in business and you have certain deadlines and certain expectations, failure's real. So what we did is we just shot them a text and let them know it's only 3 dresses that are ready. We're gonna ship the 3 off to you, and I'm gonna take the weekend and we're gonna get this dress done, and we're gonna overnight it if we have to, first thing Monday morning. But it's gonna get to her, and it's gonna get to her when the other dresses do, because we're not giving up. This dress, as I said, is definitely the biggest project of the 4. It's just a mess. What she purchased was this lovely ballet pink dress that had this full skirt of tulle, very heavy full skirt, miles and miles of tulle, lots of stonework and beadwork done on the bodice, lots of detail. And this is what came. It was a huge disappointment to her, as you can imagine. It was just so far from what was promised. So the goal with this alteration, or remake, I should say, is we definitely need to shorten the waist. The waist was too long on her, so it was kind of bunching up. We need to add some boning. The cups need to be sized up, and the beadwork needs to be beautiful. She needs to glisten and sparkle just like what was promised. And then we're going to give her a really full skirt. Very fun. And it's not going to be as long as this one. It's going to be a little shorter, just like the one that she based her purchase upon. So here we go. This is my weekend. And God being my help, we're going to get this dress done. And it's going to be one of the most beautiful dresses I've ever made. Let's go. Stay with me, because after I box this dress, I have something to show you that has literally never been seen before. I can't wait to share it with you. It's very special. This dress is my crown jewel, so I'm not trusting it to a regular cardboard box. I'm packing her safely inside an archival grade preservation box from Foster Stevens. These are the boxes that I've trusted for years for my clients and my family. So what I'm saying is, when my daughter gets married, her dress will be preserved in one. Foster Stevens is a family-owned business in Illinois that's preserved heirlooms for over 3 generations. They have inner windows to display the gown, and they include these outer shipping boxes, so I know the dresses will have a safe flight and arrive in mint condition. I'll link to them in the description and in the pinned comment. I can't thank them enough for sponsoring this video and making all of this possible. They sell to individuals and wholesale to businesses. One blissful detail is that they offer free shipping to the contiguous U.S. I have one last very important thing to say, and just so I know that you made it to that point, in the comments, can you drop a comment that says heart and hope? And I will heart your comment back, because I cannot thank her enough for believing in me and giving me this incredible opportunity. Here is my final, never-before-seen surprise. When you work with a celebrity client, it's really unprofessional to ask for an autograph, but I couldn't help myself this time. Here's Leo's paw signature. Never before published, and I have my very own frame. Now hop over to Hope's channel to watch her try on these dresses. Grab the popcorn, because I'm just as anxious as you, and I'll be watching it with you to see how they turned out.